saying the economic disadvantage. Can we go over that again? My opponent earlier stated that in New Jersey, they would be receiving about $230 million if they do legalize gay marriage. I have to say here that in December 19th, 2009, the Congressional Budget Office estimated a spending of $596 million in mandatory and $302 million in discretionary spending if gay marriage is legalized, because of subsidizing the cost of having a spouse, like in the workforce, and then all the benefits that a heterosexual couple would have to be extended to gay couples. And as my opponent was saying earlier, the children can be adjusted in a good way if you do have a homosexual couple to raise them. But then also, there's also other effects that they may be subject to. In 2001, in April, a study published in American Sociological Review suggests that children with gay or lesbian friends will not engage in sexual behavior. And they are also, if they are fatherless, they also have a higher chance of being incarcerated or have another adverse effect. And compared to heterosexual marriages, gay marriages have a very short span of how long they last. Gay and lesbian couples dissolve their relationships more frequently, and they last on average about 1.5 years, which is a very, very low compared to what the heterosexual couple would have. Another thing is, even though the divorce rates are lower in Massachusetts, the divorce rate is still pretty high compared to heterosexual couples. Marriage has already been with high divorce rates between 40 to 50%, and with 40.6% of babies being born to unmarried mothers in 2009. Allowing same-sex couples to marry would further exacerbate the problem because they do divorce a lot more often than do heterosexual couples. And then if gay marriage is legalized, it would also have to be taught in schools, because they would have to be told that heterosexual and homosexual relationships are identical, and they're both okay to practice. For instance, in Massachusetts, a father was jailed because their kindergarten student was given a same-sex book about couples, and he protested that, but he was jailed anyway. So even though he kind of wanted to speak out against what his child was learning, he couldn't protest against it. And so to sum it all up, heterosexual marriage is what's been kind of the tradition around in the U.S. As my opponent stated earlier, there have been other instances of different kinds of marriages, but here, what we know has been between a man and a woman. And then there are also very many economic downturns that can happen if gay marriage is legalized, such as the subsidies that must be extended. If you are married, if two lesbians are married, but then your spouse dies, then the benefits that a heterosexual marriage would have must be extended to gay marriage. Those are the reasons that we believe that gay marriage happened.